Raven Evangelist, unedited. Let me show you where the Calvinists are deceived by Satan, thinking that they're giving God all the glory, because they say God picks and chooses, right? They say God chooses some and passes by others. He gives some eternal life. He makes them believe. He makes them persevere. He quickens them. He wakes them up from a state of being so dead that you can't even believe on God unless he makes you born again, makes you believe, and then he makes you persevere. And this is what the Calvinists believe. But Jesus died on the cross for sins. He desires none to perish. He desires all to come to a knowledge of the truth. He died on the cross for the sins of the whole world. So Calvinists misinterpret and misunderstand scriptures because it's literally traditions and doctrines of devils that have been passed down to them. I don't care who taught it to you, be it John Calvin or whoever. It's not what God teaches. Again, he died for the sins of the whole world, and he desires none to perish, but for all to come to a knowledge of the truth. None. He desires none to perish. So that throws their whole freaking theology right out the window, but they won't believe it. They'll listen to doctrines of devils and traditions of men, and they think they're giving God all the glory by saying God makes us believe. And they look over at us, where we just say we have simple faith and belief, and the call goes out to the whole world that Jesus will give eternal life to whoever will believe. They mock that and say that we're going to have room to boast before God, saying that we believed, we had faith. But Romans 3:27, man, I don't think there's a verse in the Bible that cancels this out more clearly. It says, where's boasting then? Because this is what we're talking about, guys. Having room to boast before God, right? Romans 3:27 says, where's boasting then? It is excluded. By what law? By the law of works? No, but by the law of faith. So it's saying that's what our faith is. It cancels out works. We're not going to be coming to God. It says if you're going to boast in anything, boast in the Lord. So that's what we have, faith, and we believe. We have belief, and we believe that Jesus gives eternal life to anybody in the world who will believe on him. That's why he says, don't hinder the little children from coming to him. It's all about belief and faith. For the kingdom belongs to such as these. It's like childlike faith. Receive it like a little child. He says, if you don't receive it like a little child, you will by no means enter it. It's wild, guys. And it's wild how the Calvinist is deceived by Satan into think he's given God all the glory. Oh, isn't Satan a deceiver? Doesn't it say don't be over righteous? Why destroy yourself before your time, you know? And this is my little thing here is why not be righteous in God's eyes with a righteousness that comes by faith and receive eternal life and enter the kingdom of heaven on the last day, coming to his throne boldly in full assurance of faith, and you'll believe unto salvation instead of shying away unto perdition. Yeah, but the Calvinists won't believe that. They're deceived into thinking that they're like somehow taking away from God's glory just by believing and having faith. But go check Romans 3:27. Just believe on Jesus. That's it.